Myself, K.S. Gopalakrishnan. I've been associated with Parvati Hospital in the capacity of a general manager. A lot to the society and to the patients, those in need at the golden hours, to say a few words about Parvati Hospital and its inception.
And good afternoon to all of you. Essentially, orthopedic register in many hospitals, and I've seen when it came to that part of Chennai, and even in the center of the city, people were hesitant to take up medical legal cases. That was the time I got this call. I realized there's no hassle for a doctor to take up medical legal cases. Actually, that was the truth. But unluckily, many people, and I could see patients being referred from one hospital to another. Back in 2004, we started this habit of allocating 10,000 rupees to all the trauma victims, which has been increased to 15,000 here today. That all the trauma victims, we allocate that fund. If they have an attendant, when they can pay, yes, we do collect. But if they do not have an attendant, when there is nobody unknown, we treat them for free, stabilize them, and we do a proper transfer of care to the government hospitals. So with that mission, right now we are operating with almost 8 ambulances. Totally we have 10. 2 of them is run for the government at there near Dindivanam, near Tolupedu and Mamandur. And there all the patients are referred to the nearby GH. In and around this circle we have 8 ambulance services. We were the first one to deploy a qualified nurse in the ambulance. So these are the things which really made me think to go to the next level, and we started helping more and more of trauma victims, and we had all other specialty getting into us, and immediate necessity for an orthopedic surgeon was plastic surgery. We developed the department plastic surgery, then the neurosurgery, and as all of you know, almost 1/3 of the RTAs are all neuro injuries, head injuries. So we had to develop that department, and we had a milestone of development. In the year 2008, we had the intraoperative CT scan, which is the one of that kind. It's the first time in the country that we have a CT scan inside the operating room. So that helped to help the head injury victims, and also the precise neurosurgery and precise spine surgeries. Today, IOR, since it was an intraoperative CT, it's not the intraoperative CT, it also has the software inbuilt.
To build the nectar nest and honeycombs on the top of the buildings and highest pass it to the society. With this introduction, I am happy to invite all the journalists to do the surgery and give me this podium to present this presentation. With this, I have to thank the manager marketing and all the OT staffs who supported me to do this case, and also our anesthetist Dr. Niranjan, who helped me in giving the anesthesia, and all the hospital staffs and employees. So there is a procedure called cranioplasty surgery. This cranioplasty is a surgical repair of a skull defect or opening that is left behind after a head injury or a trauma or the surgery, neurosurgery. Sometimes the tumor may involve the skull bone. We have to sacrifice the skull bone. That place also this cranioplasty procedure is needed, and it is done. Here what we did is, the reason to perform cranioplasty surgery. People ask, why do we want to do the cranioplasty surgery? Why can't we let it open the skull? Because there is lot of adverse effects, unwanted side effects patient may enter and may experience. Just to avoid it, this is the one to protect the brain from vulnerable damage. If you keep the skull wall open, again he may sustain the second injury, third injury, it may damage the brain because only the skin is there. There is no hard bone between the brain and the skin, so it is likely to injure again. Again he may likely to lose his life, or it may end with some deficit like losing the limbs, losing the memory power, like that. Just to avoid it, he need the cranioplasty surgery. Lead to new psychological drawbacks and increase the social performance. Once the patient sees his face or head on the mirror, psychologically he will be disturbed. The contraindications, we will not do the cranioplasty surgery when there is a large brain swelling. Then I have to give the approval. Okay, go ahead, prepare, synthesize, manufacture. Manufacture with this, all this additive and data image. Then we got this. We have to take on the defected side, and we are fixing with the small screws about 4 mm, 6 mm, depends upon the skull thickness. Then before that, what we used to do is, I told you, no, there is a false layer is formed. When I operated this patient, he was severely injured. Brain was coming out through the skull bone, and the skull bone is multiply fragmented into patient perfect skull implant. This is the opposite side, other side of the skull, just to compare how it could be. Whenever here, just within 20 minutes you can finish up. 2/3 of the surgical time will be saved. Once 2/3 of the surgical time, anesthesia time will be saved, then cost will be less. So these are the very advantage of this surgery, because surgery duration increases, the cost will also increase. Once it is less, no, the cost will be less, it will be more beneficial to the patient. This, just to add that 2008-2009, I performed stem cell surgery. Apart from this, now this is the notable, innovative, new implant which is very useful, very strong. The surgery also very limited time only we can do it. So this is a very good new addition to the neurosurgery.